Hello everyone and welcome back to Theme Park Tycoon 2. Now you may have noticed some changes from last time. I've been doing a little bit of I guess you could say housekeeping in preparation for what is to come. I would say the main difference is that I have got rid of this bridge. It just wasn't really fitting the style of the rest of the theming. So that means we now have a ton of space to work with and finish off this coaster. I also took out the vertical loop because where it was ending, it was way too close to the path here and we had no room to continue it onwards. However, today I want to go back and I want to work on this area here. Now this is going to be where the coaster is going to end up finishing. I have plans. It's going to be really cool. So let's just get straight into it. So first of all, we're going to have a block break just before the station. And then what's going to be really cool that I want to do, I want to have a hangar here, which is going to be where the trains are stored when they're not in use. Okay, so I know it's a bit dark, but now what we've got is, this is where the coaster is going to come in after finishing, and then it will just come round this turn, block breaks into the station. But as a sort of scenery piece, we have these, which is going to be this sort of big garage type thing. So let's start with some poles. Then we definitely need to put some walls on these. And I think I'm going to go for a sort of brick and glass feel for this hangar. Okay, so now I want to create the archways that are going to hold up the roof. And I'm going to do this by creating a little truss. And then using the multi-select tool, I'm going to try and copy this around in a circle like this. Oh, I can already feel this is going to look incredible. So the only little problem with this is that we can now make things very quickly, which means it's very easy to spend even more money in this game. And now I've got one arch. All I need to do is group them together and then bring them along, and I can build as many arches as I want to. Okay, so that looks incredible, but I've literally spent all of my money. So now we've got a little bit of color into this. I feel like we should start adding on the roof. Now, I want to have it as just a sort of black paneling for most of it, and then along the top I want to have glass. So after saving up over 130 grand for this episode, that is me already out of money, but I shall continue as well as I possibly can. So here is the little gap I've left for the glass, and as you can see, it creates a really nice effect on the floor here. And yes, I have realized that coloring these in are going to be an absolute pain, so I may as well go and get it over with. And finally, I have finished the hangar. That took me, I've saved up £9,000 or $9,000, whatever you want to call them. So that took me a ridiculously long amount of time. But I am really super happy with the result. I think this hangar looks absolutely insane. So let's continue with actually building stuff. So now I think it's time to fill in the front here. And I'm just going to do this by making an arch with bricks, similar to before. So I'm actually just going to take one of these brick pillars and extend it all the way along. And this can be the base for a really large window that I want to put in. First of all, I want to start with the window dividers. And I feel like these will look really nice in that sort of orange metal plates color that we've got going on. Then I'm going to place in one of those cylinders as a sort of center decoration. And then as a little centerpiece, I'm going to add some more spindles to create another wheel sort of thing. They are rather large. However, that is the smallest I can actually make them. So that is what we're going to have to deal with. So my original plan was to put glass in here, but I'm really not sure that I'm going to be able to make this fit. You know what? I was being really cynical. That actually fits really perfectly. So now I just need to put it on the other side. And this hangar is looking almost complete. So the very, very last thing that I want to do is add a door on the front of this. And the way I'm going to do this door is very simple. I'm going to have these sort of slats on a slant, and then I'm just going to copy them downwards. And I'm obviously going to leave a little gap for where the track is. And now I just have to add the sort of actual door, which is just going to be a flat piece of metal. And here you go. This is what it looks like. I'm really happy with how this door turned out. Now, there's a few more details that I want to add just very quickly. So I want to add a little lamp hanging from here. First of all, I need to add what it's going to hang off, and I want this to be a sort of really fancy curly thing. So this might take me a while. Okay, so I've made this little thingy over here, and the best thing is that I can just group this and then copy it all the way to the other side. To me, that is just... oh, that is so nice. There we go. So that is the hangar done. I'm actually going to come and do the station as well today. So let me do that. First of all, I'm going to bring this wall up so we have space to enter. And now I'm going to put this massive piece as a roof. Let's continue this wall all the way along. And we definitely need to add these pillars back in. In fact, these pipes, I'm actually going to use the fact that they're clipping and bring them down as actual pipes and use that as a bit of scenery. And then you guys know by now we need to add a couple of these orange balls as the connector points. So then I'm going to go and grab this pavement piece and I'm going to place it like this at the correct height of the track. And that is our station platform. We can add a couple more of these pillars along the walls here to add some texture. And then maybe some concrete bases. So to get an exit in this wall, I'm going to have to do a little bit of reworking of this building. First of all, I'm going to delete all the details we originally added. Secondly, I can reshape this wall to only fill in the spaces that we need it to fill in. There we go. And we've got a little exit thing out here. And with another entranceway, I should probably put in a sort of archway pillar. So I'm then going to take these stripes that I have actually recolored because I think they look better in black rather than blue. And they just need to be placed back on the building at the same height. And I actually feel like we have some space to put back in the windows that we took away. And this time I do want to put them on this sort of grey background that I have over here because I think that looks really nice. And now we've got our windows back and that building is actually looking really, really nice now. I'm happy with how that turned out. So I do obviously need to bring this down in a ramp. Obviously, it can't just drop down. However, I'm going to leave that for future episodes because I don't really know how I'm going to get it to over here. So when I do all of this area... I will put the exit in. So yes, this is how the station now looks. In the future, I'll definitely add some air gates and some more theming, obviously with the queue that comes through here. But for now, along with this, that is all I have time for today. So if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to leave a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.